What's up, everybody? We're going to give everybody an opportunity to get in here. So, the day has ended, and my light is not being cooperative, which I absolutely disdain, right? So, I wasn't going to bring in the new light tonight, but going forward, I might have to. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody that's coming in. We're going to give folks a few more minutes to get in here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about this evening. I told you all I was going to come back and discuss with you what I am going to, number one, wear to this Sunday brunch live. Y'all can't, I can't even see myself. Good gracious. So this ring light, it's a small one. Um, and it's not doing me justice, folks. So let me see if I can kind of move it around so you can kind of see me. Oh, well, that's going to have to do. Hey, y'all. So happy that you all could be here this evening. Welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody. Welcome to everyone that is paying attention. So it's your girl Paulette, and I'm here this evening once again. I told you I was going to return. Welcome, welcome. And right now, I want you all to know who may not know that I am currently broadcasting in 5 different places as we speak. But we've got a couple of topics that I wanted to cover with you guys this evening. So let me start with the cool stuff. First of all, Oakley is in the building. This shirt is so cute and is so comfortable. More on that later. But welcome. It's your girl Paulette, and I am host of the Sunday Brunch. You can check that out at yourgirlpaulette.com and also different platforms as we begin to grow. That's going to be exciting. But for now, you can listen to the Sunday Brunch, of course, on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a mashup of gospel and jazz, and we get to talk about what's for brunch. We get to find out what's happening in our communities. We do some shout outs, kind of like what we do here, right? But tonight we've got a couple of topics that I definitely wanted to go over with you guys, have some fun, and just rock out with you guys. Go ahead and like the page if you are currently on Periscope, if you're on YouTube. If you are on the Day Shift Academy on Facebook, make sure that you are liking the page as well. We're going to go ahead and get started because we got some topics, y'all, I want to cover because I'm confused on a couple of things. No, we're not going to be talking about politics. You all get enough of that, right? You get enough of it. But what we are going to be talking about is tax season. We're going to talk about that. We're going to give a shout out to somebody who does an amazing job with her business online. And welcome to everybody that's coming on. So happy that you could join us. What else are we going to be doing? We're going to be talking about what I'm going to wear to this event that's coming up. It's called the Sunday Brunch Live. We're going to do that. And we are going to be talking about what to do with your money. That is going to be interesting because tax season is coming up, and I don't know about anybody else, but when I have some off time throughout my workday, I check out some of the memes and stuff that are going on right now in terms of tax season, and people are really upset because they haven't gotten their returns yet. They're checking the IRS system every single day. Nothing has changed, and I want to talk to you guys about something that maybe you all hadn't maybe considered, and some of you have, right? And that is, hey, love you too. Hey, nephew, how are you? You better not leave neither. You better share it, honey. That's my nephew, y'all. That's my sister's son. So, Manuel, I am so happy to see you on. So, listen, we're going to start with our first topic of the day, and it is tax season. Okay, so I got notes, y'all, so I can stay on task because I can go way off on a ridiculous tangent sometimes, and that is so not cool. So let's talk about tax season. Tax returns. Some of you all have not gotten your tax returns yet, and you are absolutely sick. You are sick right now, and I understand. Okay, so first of all, let's stop with the foolishness about teasing people who get their tax returns and go out and do things that need to be done. So say, for instance, you need a new furniture, or you need a new car, or whatever. That's your prerogative, because it's money that you've overpaid in taxes throughout the year anyway. So really what you are getting is a refund, You are being refunded the money that you gave the government. Okay. So don't get it twisted. That's your money. All right. And I want to get that clear first. But what are you going to do with your tax returns when you get it this year? Most folks go through that money so freaking fast. And I know some people, I'm not one of them, but I used to be. I can remember when I used to get some healthy sized tax returns, and it was off the chain. But those were times when I was in college, I was in graduate school, I was trying to finish up, you know, during my first 2 years in one of my school programs, I couldn't work, so I was living off of that, and I had to learn how to make that money stretch. So hey, Kira, hey, sweetie, so good that you guys could be on. Another family member, and y'all just hang in here with me because I got some good information I want to share with you all. So here's what I want to talk about first, and it is your money. Okay. Welcome to my boudoir. Y'all see my cute little chair? Okay. We ain't gonna talk about where I got that from, but y'all already know. If anybody knows, I do not like to spend a ton of money on stuff, but I did get it on sale. It was really cool. So tax season is here. We're gonna be going over that, and let's get into it. Let's honestly just get into it, because we're gonna be talking about some funny other stuff. We're gonna talk about some other funny stuff too. But listen, first things first is, what are you gonna do with your tax return money? Okay. A lot of people are probably like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy me some shoes. I'm gonna get the new Jordans. I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take care of that, so forth and so on." That's cute. That's real cute. You could do that, absolutely. But why? Why would you want to do that? And that's fine. Everybody on here, I guarantee you, has a source of income of some sort. And I'm not in anybody's purse or anybody's pocket, but you working somewhere. You got something happening, or you're generating some kind of revenue somewhere, or else you would not be getting a tax return. So you're getting something from somewhere, right? Okay, so we got that understood. So here's the first thing that I want you to do. I want you to write down some of the goals that you have for yourself long term. Can your tax returns take care of that? They can't. Oh, okay. So that means you don't have any business spending all your coins. Is that right? Oh, okay. I just wanted to be sure we were clear about that. And if you do, guess what, folks? That's your business. And the reason why I say that is because I have a lot of people that'll probably come on later, watch the show, or might even get a little rank while we in here and say, well, what I do with it is my money and so forth. Okay, that's fine. But when I see you in about 3-4 weeks or in about a month or so, and they have repoed a vehicle, or you haven't taken care of what you needed to, then guess what, folks? That's going to be your ball. You know what I mean? But what you can do is you can start doing some things now to set yourself up for success, since we've come into this tax season. And some of you guys haven't gotten your taxes yet. I'm scared to do mine. I already know I'm probably going to owe again. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool. You know, maybe I didn't fill something out right on my, my I-9. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. So enough about me. Let's get into it. All right. So first things first. The first thing that you want to do is, if you know that you are getting a sizable amount back. Normally, if it's 1,500 or more, one of the rules of thumbs that I have is I will take 500 of it. I'm just putting my business. So 1,500 of it out, that's what I would do. 1,500, I would take 5 out, and I would pay down some bills, right? Maybe a credit card bill or something like that. And then if it was a few, $40 or $50 left, guess what? The family might get a surprise dinner that night, right? But other than that, the rest of the money I would put away. I would put it away. And if it were larger than that, if I know that, or if I knew that I was getting a large amount, especially when I was in school and I couldn't work for those 2 years, then the one thing that I would do is I would put it up, and I would take a portion of that and I would put it in a high yield savings account. Let me explain. So most of your brick and mortar bank accounts or banks have savings accounts that will yield you about 0.03% or some crazy, return like that. What you going to do with 0.03%? What is that going to give you? Like 2 cents, 3 cents? You get an email or text message that says, congratulations, you just earned, cash just hit your account, extra 2 cents. What you going to do with that? But if you try out an online savings account through an online bank that is some place that you trust, so of course you're going to have to do your homework. You can get at least a 2% yield, and there are going to be some people that are going to say that's not even a lot of money. I could try the stock market. That's another conversation for another day. First of all, let's talk about that. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about basic stuff that you could do right now. Okay, there are going to be those days we'll talk about, Acorn or Stash or Robinhood or all of the others that are currently available. But let's talk about just getting the basics done. That's what you definitely want to do. You want to make sure that you are giving yourself an opportunity to set yourself up for those rainy days, for those times that you have a situation that comes down the pipe, and all of your money is allocated towards your bills, but then you also have money allocated to someplace else. So make sure that you have enough money put aside based upon, your taxes. You got to take care of yourself. And so how many of you all who is listening to the sound of my voice that can see me are actually going to put some money up once you get your taxes back, once you get your refund? Anybody? Or are you like me and you go, oh, I'm just, it's completely your call what you want to do with it. But I would encourage you to find something that's going to help you to yield more money, long term. Here's something else that you can do too. So I did a little research, and one of the things, and this is all stuff that I do. This is I'm not giving you any information or any advice that I don't do personally myself, but here's what I do need to do as a legal disclaimer. First, I am not a financial advisor. Who I am and what I am is an air personality who likes to just give advice and stuff on things that I actually know works for me. Whether or not you apply it, that's completely up to you. And if you have success, congratulations. But just know, don't come at me or in my inbox with your attorney talking about, well, you told me to. No, I didn't. No. We're not going to do that either. All right. So what I want you to do is do something else here too. Set up an automatic transfer. And if you don't set up an automatic transfer with your paycheck, make sure that you're taking out at least 10% of your paycheck and you're putting it in a savings account. And here's something I do. I do actually have a couple of different bank accounts. And what I do is I take 10% of my bank account, my paycheck, and I put it aside. It's automatically debited away from my regular cash, and it's put into a separate bank account. Okay. I don't have access to it. I don't put the app on my regular phone. It's on another phone that I have. And so I don't access it throughout the day. The only way that I can get to it is when I get home. I have deactivated all of the cards on it because I want to see that money grow. And 10%, I mean, I could just, I just make sure that it's enough that's put aside in case there's an emergency or anything like that, that if something were to occur, I can reach back. Or if there's a family situation that I have to see about, I can reach back. Here's another thing. If your company has a 401k program and you are not using it, young people, you have lost your ever-loving mind. And I say this even to all of the newbies that come through the company that I work for, get your 401k in action right now. Now, what most companies will do is they will match you 100% after you've been with the company for at least a year. So if your company matches 3%, then you need to be putting in 3% of your paycheck. How about that? Okay? Because you want the max for your cash, right? For whatever you're putting in, whatever they're going to match. If you're going to match 3% of your paycheck and they're going to give it to you for 3%, 100% on that, go ahead and get that free coin because that's what it is. What are you doing? Go ahead and get that money and make it work for yourself. That's what you do. Okay. Now, the other cool thing about having this particular way of doing things in terms of putting some money aside is you're learning to live off of what is left. And guess what, folks? Everybody can do it. Every last one of us can do that. And how I know is that I've lived on less, honey. And so when we start to make additional money or we start to see where we can improve, we always want to make sure that we're doing that. And the best way to do that is to learn how to, one, set up those automatic transfers or manually do it yourself every time you get paid. Use 2 separate bank accounts if you have access to that, and take 10% of your paycheck and put it somewhere else where you don't have ready access to it on a regular basis. And then also transfer 10% of your bank account into a high yield savings account. And normally that's not your brick and mortar. It is usually like a credit union, or it could be an online bank account that you feel really comfortable with. But of course, do your due diligence on that. You definitely want to do that. All right. So another thing that I want to encourage people to do is something that I learned my lesson in doing that I wasn't doing at first. And it's kind of really kind of disconcerting that I waited so late to do it, but it was because life was coming at me so fast. And let me say this, I caused it. I am woman enough to say that I caused all of it. Wasn't nobody in the spiritual realm. It was me. It was absolutely me that made the decisions to do the things that I did that caused me to have a pitfall or to have a setback, those kinds of things. Because here's the thing, and I will say this wholeheartedly. So back in the early 2000s, in the mid 2000s, when all hell was breaking loose with the American economy, I had a situation where the company I was working for was like, okay, pack up your laptop, turn in your cell phone. And yeah, it was a cell phone. It was a really big one. So turn in everything and goodbye. And oh, by the way, you're not getting your last paycheck because we don't have it. So to that, there was nothing I could do. And there were no resources available to me outside of unemployment. And I had been living so high on the hog. This is the truth. This is my truth moment. I was living so high on the hog. Guess what I did? I didn't have a strong savings account. So lesson learned from that is this. From those lessons, I will tell you to keep a buffer in your bank account. The rule of thumb that most people say is to have 3 to 6 months of your income, or rather 3 to 6 months of, let me get it right, y'all. Let me get it right. 3 to 6 months of your bills, including your mortgage or your rent, car note, insurance, all of that. Have that saved up. Well, guess what, folks? Some of us ain't got it like that. Okay, and it's all right to say I don't have it like that. Miss Paulette, what are you saying? What are you saying? I mean, am I supposed? No. What I want you to do is to take some time and set aside an emergency fund for yourself. It's like a buffer in your account. So what you want to do is to make sure that you have this new rule of thumb for yourself. Never be broke. That's one. Okay. Well, we're going to talk about that on a later broadcast where I'm going to explain to you, no, there's no reason to ever be broke because you got something in between this skull in here that will keep you from being broke. Okay. But put away a minimum of $1,000, a minimum if you can. And guess what, folks? Most of you guys are getting a nice little sizable amount back from your tax return. So if you have that, set yourself up for success early and have that set aside just in case anything were to go wrong. Anything. So make that money work for you. And that's going to be the biggest takeaway that you should take away from today is when I get my taxes, no matter what size it is, I'm going to put something aside for those emergencies. And if something happens 6 months down the line, a year down the line, or whatever, either A, I'm going to invest a portion of it. B, I'm going to put it somewhere where it's going to grow and it's going to yield. Open up a CD, open up an IRA, do something with it where you are not working hard for your money throughout the year, but that you can kind of fall back and say, okay, I've got this buffer that's set up for me, that I set up for myself. And hey, how are you? So you set all of this up for yourself, but put it away. And guys, now is the time to do it, especially if you are getting a tax return back. And especially if it's a nice size, right? Like you don't have to spend all of it unless of course you got to replace a heater in the house or, the furniture you're sitting on is leaning to the side and you just have, those are the kinds of things that you want to definitely use your tax returns for, but make it work for you. That's the biggest takeaway that I can give to you. So who am I? We're going to do this once again. Why? Because we've got some new people that are coming in. So welcome to everyone. This is the day shift at night with your girl Paulette. And what this is, normally I'm on the air on the radio, right? But I decided that since we kind of fell back from doing the day shift at night and we're focusing a lot on the Sunday brunch currently, that why not just come on and have a quick chat with everybody that can hear the sound of my voice and that would like to see who in the heck is that chick's voice? Who does that voice belong to? It belongs to this nutcase right here. Okay. So we were talking about how to make your money work for you. And that's in small ways. You don't have to jump up and do everything all at once, but always make sure, y'all, gone is the days of keeping your money in the mattress. A hole in the mattress. First of all, you should be flipping your mattress and then replacing it every couple of years anyways. And you don't want anybody to find the coinage that you leave in your mattress, right? So because of that, you have options, savings. You can put up a buffer for yourself. Take advantage of the full advantage of your 401k at work. And then also making sure that you are transferring at least 10% of your income into a separate savings or at least a high yield savings account that's going to give you more return for your buck. Like I said, we can talk about Stash, we can talk about Acorns, we can talk about Robinhood, we can talk about all of those things, but that's another topic for another day, right? Okay, so we've gotten that out of the way. And again, welcome to everyone who is watching or listening to the sound of my voice, because of course we already know that I'm going to take this exact same video footage and I'm going to make it into my podcast. So that's going to be pretty cool too. And we do a Money Mondays on my podcast as well. So this is actually going to be pretty cool for that. So here's what I want you guys to do. I am going to show you what our topics are for the day. Tax season and your money. Hot topics. We got some shout outs. Sunday brunch, chicken, candles, and donuts. Are you serious right now? That's what we got going on? Absolutely. That's what we're going to be talking about. And again, guys, we just finished talking about, hey, J Rock, how are you? No, just I read a lot. That's a lot of that. That's all that is. So good to see you. Hope everything is well. So again, here are our topics for this evening. We're going to be covering, again, we talked about tax season. If you missed it, catch the replay. Your money, catch the replay. Hot Topics is up next. This is about love and relationships. We got some shout outs, the Sunday brunch and the Sunday brunch live. We're going to be doing a giveaway on Sunday during the show. And guess what, folks? We're going to be talking about chicken, shout outs, chicken and donuts. Chicken and donuts. I'm reading the scroll. Yeah. So all of this stuff is what we're going to be talking about. So let's talk about what our hot topic of the day is. Are you ready? This comes directly from Cullen's Corner Hot Topics. So this is Cullen's Corner Hot Topic of the day. Y'all ready for this? And I need some people to chime in with me, okay? Because this is an interesting one. And I find it to be kind of hilarious that we're even having this conversation. But it kind of speaks to how people feel about love and relationships and even about their own self-esteem. So here's the hot topic of the day. And this comes from Cullen Carey of Cullen's Corner Hot Topics. Are you ready? Are you, ladies and gentlemen, okay with your partner or your lover still being friends with their ex? Why or why not? Do I need to ask that question again? I think I might. So the question of the evening is, are you okay with your partner or your lover being friends with their ex? That's the question that Cullen asked earlier today as I pull it up on his Facebook page. And if you want to go ahead and follow him, I believe that he's at his max. But you definitely want to take a look at that and take some time to respond back, because he absolutely loves that. And to be a part of that conversation is really cool too, because we use those later. And so here's a couple of thoughts. And, most people are kind of like this. You know what? I don't particularly care. One way or another, they're going to do what they want to do anyway, right? People are. It's just as simple as that. So for me personally, here's my thought on that. First of all, I can only think of one ex that I am not. That's a lie too. I am not friends with two of my exes. Two of my exes, like really been in a relationship, had years of living, loving, kids, all of that. I'm friends with all of them except two. Boy, that says a lot about me, doesn't it? All of them. Did you hear what I said? So, yeah, let me tell you why. Yeah, but okay, wait a minute. So J Rock. So J Rock says, "Yes, I am. They're an ex for a reason." So what do you mean? Yes, you are. Are you friends with them currently, and they're an ex for? Can you explain that? What do you mean? I'd love to hear this because I don't, I could sit here and listen to myself talk all night, but I'd rather not. What say you, sir? They're an ex for a reason. Here's my thought. While he gets himself together, and if he wants to respond, great. But to me personally, if you are in a relationship, first of all, respect the relationship that you're in. And if you're friends with your ex, don't be afraid to allow that person to meet the ex and to understand why you all are still friends, okay? So there's a difference. I am cordial with the people I need to be cordial with because we may have children together, which is the case. So you're friends, right? Okay, so that's cool. So for me, I am cordial, but I am still friends with a couple of my exes, and it's really cool because as you grow older, you look back. This is me personally. You look back and you say, "Wait a minute, that wasn't a relationship. No way. We weren't doing anything but getting down." Once you get some clarity about what was really going on, and you say to yourself, how did I impact that situation for my from this perspective? I can't, a lot of the stuff that happened to me, I allowed. When you look back on it and you say, okay, now wait a minute, we grow, we learn, we change. Absolutely, J Rock. That's absolutely correct. And so for me, that's one of the reasons why I can sit back and I can say, yeah, I'm still friends with some people, because a lot of stuff I just was like, okay, I'm not letting go. Let go for what? There's a whole lot of people out there, and it's okay to actually enjoy your own company. That's another thing. Hey, Himalaya man, thank you so much. We'll see you later. I can't say I'm gonna be on tomorrow, but I will say thank you so much. That's from Periscope. Y'all, I can actually see everybody that's watching me right now, and that's pretty cool. I dig that. So thank you to all of my Periscope viewers. Please, sure, okay, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll figure out something to talk about. We'll talk about what's for brunch tomorrow. So one of the things that I've learned over the years is that if you look back on it, there can be some people that you can blame. Now, there's some folks I'm just not going to ever. Thank you, Himalaya man, for saying that I'm lovely. I appreciate that. And especially since I just got off work, I still have on my work clothes. So y'all, it's been cool having a relationship with people that I've been friends with forever. And some of that's never going to change. So like, you're welcome, sweetheart. So here's an example. So my second child, she is in her 20s now. Now her dad and we're really good friends. His wife, really good friends. Like I was like, oh, she the one. Yeah. She's the one. So that's how you get cool with people, is you have to learn and understand that when you're young like that and you're having kids and you're doing crazy stuff, because a lot of times your hormones are all over the place. You can't think straight. But once you get older, like J Rock was saying, and we grow and we learn, we can fall back and we can say, yeah, I could be cool with that person. And it's okay. Now, the question is, will you be okay with your partner or your lover or your spouse doing that and having someone in their life? See, for me, I'm single as a dollar bill. Okay. So for me, I can do what I want to do. Right. And until something is on this finger, hello, I will continue to do what I want to do, even if I'm dating someone long term. And unless, of course, you want to put a ring on it, I will continue to do what I want to do. And unless, and then, of course, there has to be that conversation, and are you comfortable with that? So people have to learn how to communicate when it comes to those situations and really understanding overall what it is that they want from each other, including whether or not we will be friends. And if you can't be friends with an ex and there's nothing there except really just being friends with somebody, you need to check your self-esteem at the door too. That's another issue, and if somebody is blatant, in terms of that ex that you're friends with, if they're being absolutely blatant with you and y'all doing all kind of wild stuff in front of your partner that you're currently with now or the spouse, then there definitely needs to be a conversation because somebody could get hurt like that. And I don't mean just physically, I mean emotionally. And that can scar people. And who in the heck wants that, right? So something to think about. Again, if you want more of these Cullen's Corner hot topics, or even if you want to check out Joe Brazil and some of his hot topics, I definitely encourage you to do that because both of them have amazing topics throughout the day. And they're just amazing brothers, absolutely overall. So I'm going to move on to the next topic. And so at the last broadcast, I had some people that wanted to know, what should I wear to the Sunday Brunch Live? Now, if anyone knows me, which a couple of you do, you know me personally, you know I'm kind of a tomboy. I prefer jeans and I prefer t-shirts or pullovers, kind of like what I have on right now. I'm going to showcase this Oakley once again. But I have an event coming up. You say dress, Himalaya man. So let's talk about that. I don't want to wear a dress. Okay. But I will wear I will take my hair down. I might even, high heels. You say high heels too? Okay, so I don't know how I feel about that. But so I have some pictures and I wanted to kind of pull those up. Of a couple of things that might be okay to wear. So let's pull those up. And look at some of the stuff that I have worn. So I thought about just maybe I will probably, and this is important, folks. Let me tell you why. Because I have got to present myself well at my very first live event. That's going to be important. So I was thinking maybe I should cover the girls. Then some people say, no, you should show some cleavage. You should do this. You should do that. No. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. So if it is up to me, I will wear a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. So the event is March 8th at the Sip and Shop here in South Atlanta, or what they call Griffin, Georgia. I have a picture here of me wearing a skirt. So I'm going to pull that up. And so, y'all talking up a storm. So thank you so much. But so here's the thing. Here's the picture. Here's me wearing a dress. I was couponing. So I was showing those legs and I was having a good day. That's one. But I've got other dresses. Let's see. I could do away with that one. I'm going to delete that. And let me show you another outfit that I'm kind of cool with. I don't know, and then I don't know what the weather's going to be. Cause like in this portion of the country, it's been raining cats and freaking dogs. Right. And I'm not really sure if I should even wear a dress. But now some people say you should wear a hat as well. A dress, a hat, all of that stuff. I'm like, y'all, it's just brunch. And then I started doing some research and I found out that it is common to get dressed up for brunch. And I don't know how I feel about that, folks. I am not feeling it. So here is the dress that I prefer with tennis shoes. Let's talk about that. I'm going to show you. See that? That is the perfect dress. And I might wear that and just wear a hat or something similar to that dress. But if I could get away with wearing a comfortable pair of shoes, right? Not boots. I can't do the boot thing. So I'm really not sure. So here's the actual flyer though, folks, for the event. And let me take that off so you can see it in its entirety. The event is called Rise and Shine for Your Life with your Paulette. I'm going to be live. We're going to be playing live, not live, but jazz and gospel over a light brunch. It is catered. Tickets are $35 and it is going to be held in Griffin, Georgia at the Sip and Shop, 135 North Hill Street. Mimosas will be available through the Sip and Shop. And it's a really cool place. I actually prefer to frequent there if I feel like painting. So it's a pretty cool place to go. So I'm struggling. I'm absolutely struggling on what I should wear. And I'm not just making this up so I can show y'all outfits or whatever. That has nothing to do with it. I am really trying to decide whether or not I should consider putting myself out there like that and putting on something that I'm really not super comfortable with. And that is a dress. That's just as simple as that. I might even post some simple dresses in the Day Shift Academy or your girl Paulette on Instagram, and also on let's see. Oh, here's some more pictures. But either way it goes, guys, I will put something together. I just don't want to wear heels, y'all. I can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. It's just not gonna happen. So here you go. So with that said, I will struggle and figure it out. How about that? Is that good? We'll figure it out. No heels, just carry on being beautiful. So sweet. Thank you very much, Himalaya Man. I appreciate that. But let's talk about what's going to be happening at the Sunday brunch. All joking aside. We first of all, I'll probably wear like a small, simple little hat or whatever, and something classy. Because I'm going to be on the mic for a portion of it. Okay. And then there's another portion of it where you will have an opportunity to have your pick of fresh fruit and pastries, things of that nature to go with it. So you guys will really, really enjoy that and get a beautiful word for me, to be honest with you. But now in our upcoming Sunday Brunch Lives, we will have people that will be communicating with us. And that is LaShawn Davis of the HR Plug is the next hostess of the Sunday Brunch Live. I am so excited about that. And you should check her out at thehrplug.com. She is a human resource professional, and she gives it to you straight, no chaser, if that's your thing, right? All right, so let's give my shout outs. I don't know if I did or not, but if I didn't, let me give them to you again. My shout out for the day goes to my girl, Stacy Benford. Stacy Benford of stayandmarie.com. My girl is doing her thing, right? She hand makes her jewelry. And you can check her out at Stay and Marie on Instagram and also at her website. I have ordered, I'm not wearing a pair tonight, but I have ordered the majority of the jewelry that I wear to work is Stay and Marie. And the reason why is because they're small and they're really lightweight. I had a pair that actually fell out on me, and I was so upset because I was on site at a clinic, and one of them fell out and I didn't notice until I got home. And it was one of my favorite pair. It was the blue and white one. And all of these are handmade, folks, so they're beautiful. I want you guys to go and show her some love. These are handmade crafts. And folks, some of her stuff is one of a kind. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity to check out some of the new necklaces that she just started making. And she's a beautiful sister, amazing creative. So definitely Stacy Benford gets the shout out of the day. That goes out to her. Now, here's something else we want to definitely talk about, because we got about 15 minutes. I want to talk to you guys about oh, hey y'all, all these people talking. And so the other thing I wanted to talk to you all about was the Sunday brunch. Since we've talked about a lot of other stuff, I want to talk about the Sunday brunch itself and where you can find me. First of all, you can find me at your girl Paulette, just like you see it spelled right there, on all social media platforms. I like to keep it real with you guys because who I am, number one, I am a creative. And so my mind is constantly turning and I'm constantly thinking of things that I can do or, not do or whatever, or, and no, 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 I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Um, I am also a hard working professional with a 9 to 5, more like a 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. to the midnight hour type of person is what hey, hello from France. How are you? So glad that you could join us. Welcome, welcome. If you are just now joining us, and I see that we have some new people on, it's your girl Paulette, and I am host and hostess of both the Day Shift and the Sunday Brunch. So we've been discussing here a couple of things. And if you want to catch the replay, because I've got about 12 minutes before it's time for me to wrap it up, I usually like to do like an hour or so. D-O-B? Dob? What do you mean D-O-B? I don't understand. Himalaya man, can you please explain that? So, okay. We've been talking about where you can find me. I am the host. Oh, so you got a birthday coming up, huh, Himalayan man? Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, I see you. I see you. So here we go. Our thing to do here is be creative throughout the entire house. My entire household is creative. Okay. So everybody here is doing something. So my son has a YouTube channel and he's also on Amazon TV. You can check my son out at KJ in the Hall. KJ in the Hall. And one of the things that we're going to be doing at our Sunday Brunch Live is we're going to be giving away a basket. So here's what I need you to do. If you want to be in the running for this beautiful basket, and it's called the Butter Bar Bundle from thebutterbar.com. Let me go ahead and type that in so you guys can check that out if you would like. Let's edit this one and add it. So it's called thebutterbar.com. You can check it out. And I'm going to let that scroll across the bottom. What I want you guys to do is show some love to this individual because they're actually giving away a basket, a free basket for a lucky winner of the Sunday Brunch. So if you want to be a part of that, I would definitely encourage you to check out the Sunday Brunch. You can go to Facebook and go to your girl Paulette, spelled just like my name is, and be ready when the Sunday Brunch goes live. Folks, I am live. I am live on Sundays. And when is that? From 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 1:30 p.m. Here's what we discuss on my show. We do jazz, we do gospel, we talk about what's for brunch, and that's every week. So this weekend, we're actually filming our very first What's for Brunch segment, and it's going to be about 5 to 10 minutes of me showing you exactly what it is that we have for brunch. And brunch is a big thing around here in the Brownstone. Like, it's a real thing. And our family has like a brownstone burger that I created a couple of years ago that's absolutely amazing. You can have it for brunch. But then brunch is supposed to be light. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be airy. And brunch always reminds me of spring, right? So the coolest thing about having a brunch time for yourself is really to relax, get yourself in tune for that new week. And that's really what the Sunday Brunch is all about. And I want you guys to really enjoy that when you're listening to it and even listening to the replay. So even if you want to check out some of the replays, head on over to facebook.com. You can also go to yourgirlpaulette.com/the brunch. The voice, the brunch, the voice. So again, let me re-say that again, reiterate, yourgirlpaulette.com/the voice. You can check me out, scroll all the way to the bottom. And as we're preparing to update the website, the link is still there for you to check out some of the previous shows that I've done. Okay. So here's what's happening. We're preparing for syndication and I'm excited about that. That's going to be pretty cool. So in the meantime, in the interim, what I want you guys to do is to go ahead and start following me now. This is going to be pretty cool. Where can you find me? You can find me under yourgirlpaulette.com or your girl Paulette at Instagram, on Twitter. You can find me on Periscope, YouTube under my name, Paulette Yvette. with a Y. YVE. I guess that's like a mom thing. Like, I don't know what my mother was thinking. She gave us all these beautiful French names from way back in the day. I don't understand. So, and then you can check me out on Facebook under your girl Paulette and the Day Shift Academy, because the original show is the Day Shift. And every last one of you all listening to the sound of my voice, you are known as day shifters, because what we do on the day shift is we help you all to shift your life to better days. And isn't that why we're all here? So that we can learn how to shift our lives to better days. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to talk about vibration. We're going to talk about learning how to be our best selves every single day and to enjoy the moments that we have here on this planet. Because one thing I know, if you keep living, that day is going to come where you're going to take your last breath, and there will be a dash between your birth date and your death date. Now, what you do with that dash is completely on you, right? And so because of that, I have decided that I am going to take this year and call it the year of results. I encourage you. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, LaShawn. I just gave you a whole shout out, girl. I just really did. And I was telling them that you are one of the hosts of the Sunday Brunch Live. And the hrplug.com is where they can find LaShawn Davis. Yes. So welcome. Yes, we are doing it big up in here in my boudoir. That's what I like to call it. But here's what I want you to know. I've got about 6 or 7 minutes left to go. And I want to make sure that you guys are aware of what's to come. Number one, the Sunday brunch is coming up Sunday. I'm always live. You'll know if I'm not, but I'm always live, right? And then I will be doing a giveaway. How do you become a part of the giveaway? All you have to do is listen to the Sunday brunch, and I'm going to tell you how you can get your butter bar bundle. I'm excited about that. And if you're not in this area, we will make sure that you get it. Okay. We're going to do 2 additional giveaways right before the Sunday Brunch Live, which is actually March 8th. I'm excited about that because why? I get to meet some of you guys that listen to the show. So that's going to be really cool. Here's what I want you to do in the meantime. Go ahead and like the pages. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure that you give me some suggestions on what to wear to this event, because I still haven't figured out if I'm going to wear a lounge suit. I sure as heck can't wear what I normally wear to work, like what I have on. I have on a pair of jeans and I have on an Oakley shirt. So that's going to be boring. And I'm probably going to be forced by my adult children to beat my face, as they call it. So this is still going to be fun. Himalaya Man says dress. So it's probably going to be a dress. And I'm still nervous about that. But we'll figure it out. We're going to figure out all of that. Yes, honey. Your girl Paulette is my Twitter. So everything that is your girl Paulette is exactly the same. And I'm going to go ahead and put that back up so that you guys can see it. It is, I'm going to show that because I think that's kind of cool. And I'm probably going to get fussed at later about that, because that is the name of my radio station. It is KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center. And yes, it is returning. That's why I put it back up there on the screen. Why am I excited about this? Because I get to share with you guys great music. We got some great talk. We got hot topics from Cullen's Corner, Hot Topics. We're going to be bringing some stuff to you from Mr. Belton, El Boogie himself, and Miss Phoenix. That's coming back. So we have a lot of things that are happening on the new app. And I'm just excited about that, including the Sunday brunch, which is a part of that, and also the day shift. So I'm excited. You're excited. Everybody's excited because number one, it's the weekend. That's first. And also the Sunday brunch is coming at you on Sunday. Don't forget to join me so you can have your opportunity to have a chance at winning a basket from thebutterbar.com. So guess what, folks? It is time for me to get up out of here. And as I always like to do, I like to leave you with a spiritual vitamin. Here's the big one for the day. You ready? Are you ready? No, I'm not. Listen, you being fresh. You being fresh. Mr. Himalaya Man. So, guys, for those of you who don't know, I can actually see everybody on every platform that I'm broadcasting to at this moment, and I have several people that are you. Yes, thank you. You are so kind, sir. So here's the thing: lessons are learned every single day. Be humble enough to know when you are being provided either your lesson or your test. Which one is it? For me, right now, my biggest test is this. I posted on my social media posts a couple weeks ago that I was getting ready to go through the biggest battle of my life. You know what that was? Me. I can sometimes be my biggest disease. And just like all of us, we can all be our biggest diseases. We can stop our growth. We can stunt our own development. We can push ourselves to the brink of the edge of development, of shifting over to the other side. And we get there to that point and we stop ourselves. My challenge to myself is to hold Paulette accountable every single day for everything that she does, both at work and at work. So I must be my best self and always shine and give 100%, if not more, for both where I work. But if I do that for them, I must also do it for me. And so the lesson is, will I be my biggest enemy or my biggest ally? Who will you be to yourself today? I'm just curious. And will you do like I do before I wrap it up here? Will you be bold enough to fight yourself until you get to that place in your mind you know you are supposed to be? Is this your lesson or is this the test? For me, it's test time because it's been silent when I meditate. It has been quiet. And so now I know that the teacher has done his teaching and her teaching. And now I must take everything that I have consumed over the years, what I have paid for in classes and courses and invested in myself, and put them to good use for me. Are you bold enough to admit and to assess who you are each and every day? And are you bold enough to take the leap and find out if you've got wings? You guys, I will see you on Sunday for the Sunday brunch. It's your girl Paulette. Remember this, you are the superhero of your own life. And on Sunday, what I want you to do is to get ready to rise and shine for your life. I will see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.